Let's go, Sports Corner. We talking bringing it back to the NBA, and we talking about these defensive stops that ain't happening.
Yeah. So this is the thing I wanted to bring up because I saw this on my timeline about NBA players. You can take that off. NBA, my stomach hurt.
One of my favorite animals.
The NBA players right now, as far as playing defense, because they changed the rules. Now that didn't have anything to do with the players. That has to do with the NBA changing the rules, and they had to get acclimated to those rules and stuff like that. But my thing with that is when they say the players from back then, and I'm gonna say it again, I'm from like Bernard King era, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, that era right there. So when
Larry Bird.
yeah. So when you sit up there and you say those players can play in modern basketball right now, I would say yeah, because the defense is not going to be there. No hand checking. You're not putting your
elbow in their back.
There's nothing. But when they say it doesn't work in the opposite, and I would say only a few players from modern basketball can play back then. And the reason why is because the defense is going to be harder. You're going to get an elbow in your gut. These boys was fighting, literally fighting on the court. I don't understand how people don't understand that. Only a few players here, modern players, can make it back then, can do that. Edwards is one of them. What's the boy name? Indiana Haggerberg? Halliburton.
Is his defense any good? Because I never
I don't
really
know
paid
about his
attention to
D.
him like that.
I'm just saying, as far as him playing, him getting it off, I don't know how many points he can score, but I know he could probably play back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's going to score 20 or 15 points a game, but I know he can probably do it. Now, when I think about somebody like Curry, remember, Curry is fragile. He was getting injured early in his career.
What?
So just imagine him in the NBA back then where they play tight D. They killing you, and they don't no regards on defense. And he was he didn't get to the point where he could flourish because of all that tough defense. That's all I'm saying.
What is that? What position is father played?
Oh, he played shooting guard.
Same position.
C.
So I think he would have made it. Because Curry most of the time he coming up with the ball now.
Yeah, but Curry, okay, but his father wasn't fragile. He was tough.
He was agile.
He was tough. He could take a hit and wouldn't get injured like that. But Curry, when he came in,
his ankles trash.
I would put him to like a Grant Hill. Grant Hill, you seen him good, but he had weak ankles. And he had to learn how to be a role player and a journeyman at the end of his shit.
But at least Grant was dunking and shit.
You right.
That's why.
That's what I'm saying. In the beginning,
Curry gonna be over there trying to yam nothing. He layups, floaters, and
no,
threes.
you right. But ain't nobody gonna let him get away with that. You seen how?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, and him coming in the lane.
Yeah.
Oh, they killing him.
Oh yeah, he too little.
Thank you. He's coming. He's not Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is smaller than him. But Allen Iverson get hurt, get back up, and play injured. Curry's not playing injured. If he got a messed up ankle, how you think he gonna run? It's not happening. But like I said, there's only
he's a decoy.
That's what he gonna be. Because I can only tell you, like what players you think right now can play back then when Jordan and them was playing? Because the D's gonna be off the hook, and they're not playing D right now. They gotta play off the ball. That's why they said people back then, if you playing off the ball, I'll kill you. I would say, let's say like this, average wise,
yeah.
Shaq. This is at the end of his career and stuff like that. He averaged 24 points a game. He probably would have been more than that if he didn't ring chase. He probably would have went, what, 28, 27 points a game? If he didn't ring chase. But since he ring chased, the average came down. So he's 24 points a game, almost 25, something like that.
I don't care. That's a center.
Him?
Yeah.
His shots. He had like a 12-foot shot. He had a baby hook shot. And he shot off the glass. I would put an extra 4 points So he would actually be back up to 27, 28 points or something like that. And on top of that, if his free throws is on point, oh my God, add another 5 points.
Hold on. You talking about if Shaq was playing in this era?
Yeah.
Y'all forget the 3-pointers. If he actually was coming around this time and he actually shot threes.
No. Oh, I seen him in practice. He like Dennis Rodman. In practice, you see Dennis Rodman popping them threes, but that's not his role. He didn't do that.
Right.
But when I saw him do that, I said, why ain't got him doing that in the game? You see it like in a freakish moment, he might do that and it go.
Yeah.
But I got what you're saying.
Because I seen that one time. He was shooting threes better than his free throws. I'm like, you closer to the basket.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
But, you know, I agree with you saying. If that's the case, that nigga would have averaged 34.
I'm just saying. I be trying to think about it like
33.
Yeah, I be trying to think. I'm like, hey, because when that thing kept
Jordan
coming
would
on,
have averaged 48.
I don't think it would have been that, but
What?
I don't think so. I think because he's always going. You saw him get to the free throws, so I can't say that about him. I can say that about Shaq because he was missing a lot of free throws. If he got half of his free throws, he would have been 32, 33 points a game. If he got half of his free, but I can't say that about Jordan because Jordan would sit up here and do one of these shits, and this is the difference. And I seen somebody talk about it, and I was like, "Yup, I seen him." And one, he would get the ball in there and one. Kobe wasn't like that. That's Hodge.
Yeah.
Craig Hodge said that shit, which they banned him from the NBA. But Craig Hodge said that shit. He said that's the only difference. Besides that, boy, just a light, almost like his twin brother. It's like, oh shit. All right, he said that's the closest you're gonna get to Jordan. Anthony Edwards. That's his son.
Yeah.
That ain't a brother, that's his son.
Man, game 3 and just, man, the way he was playing, I swear. I just want to say this. He had 30 points by like 3 minutes left in the third.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't do shit in the fourth. And they still won by 4. Put that into perspective. Like, he only had 30 points and he scored 30 with like 3 minutes left in the third.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Like, oh, he ain't even gotta do
Let these
nothing.
niggas eat, man.
Yeah, let them go, man. How you say? He doing Philadelphia running back. No, let him go. Let him go. Yeah, let him get the experience.
Let the young boys eat.
Yeah,
Nigga,
but
you are a young boy.
I mean, what other play you think modern they can play back then with all that tight D? Pause.
We're not doing that. But besides Ant-Man, I'm trying to think somebody that's physical. I think Obi Toppin could have played. I think Obi Toppin could have played for sure. I don't know, man. It's hard because
It's not that hard.
what's my dog name? He just got put out in the playoffs. He was on the Cavs. I keep getting him a little mixed up.
What you talk about? Donovan Mitchell?
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Put respect on my dog name. My bad. Donovan damn sure could have played back then.
He's a consistent. I don't think of it as a like an all-star. I think of him as a superstar. Maybe a star. I don't think of him as like a superstar.
Yeah, he's not a superstar.
Yeah. But he is a star. He got that.
He's a star because I can't remember his name when I needed to.
Well, yeah, you're right. Because if he was a superstar, you'd be like, I know who that is, like Curry.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
LeBron.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
And you're going to get Halliburton's name right one day. What's his name?
Hey, look. I'm probably yours because that boy is crazy. He's going to make me, I'm telling you, the new name is going to be, did he do that?
I do like this 2025 playoff run from the beginning to right now, currently where we at, has been the most I've watched NBA playoffs in years.
Brunson could make it back then. I'm just
sorry, we had a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the playoffs right now. Like Brunson could do it.
Yeah, big head ass nigga.
Hey.
He damn sure could. I mean, he do drive that ball. He do drive that ball. He going in there with some intent.
Yeah. To score.
Yeah, not to get fouled like SGA.
Yeah, right.
Soft.
He making them faces.
Hey,
The hell?
they said, hey, we ain't gonna call him SGA no more. We gonna call him FTA. What the fuck is FTA? Free throw attempt.
Attempt not even made.
But yeah, those are my guys that I think would make it, or would play good, or be the same person back then.
Right.
Cause it ain't too much.
D Brown.
Who?
D Brown.
Who's that?
The one on Boston.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. Oh, my bad. D Brown is the one that
Yeah, I fuck with Jaylen. I always put Jaylen over Tatum.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah,
all day.
And he gonna be the face of it now anyway, because Tatum hurt, and I think he on his last year.
But no, I think they was forcing Tatum. I never saw him as that guy.
He was never him.
Yeah, they tried to force it to make him the guy, and then when Brown ended up being the guy and winning, the MVP, is like, bro, he's been that the entire time. But okay.
I digress.
Who else?
Shame on you, Celtics fans.
We know why. We know why.
I like the Eastern and the Western Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. It's all teams that ain't been. It's a new era.
Yeah.
All these niggas is young. All the main faces of these teams is young. And it's their first time trying to get a ring.
Right.
Not trying to get a ring, but close enough to get one. And you don't see the same old names, the same old teams that you always see. Thank you, Lord.
I like it.
Now, if the NFL can get into that and we don't got to see the Chiefs every fucking year, thank you, Lord.
Look, let's not do that, because I love dynasties, and I can see teams in between winning here and there, but I love a dynasty. I love a team that can stick together or keep the same coaching staff and the main characters in the fucking football team and still. Oh, we lost this, like how Curry was. All right, they won their first one. Mm-hmm. They lost the second one big time. And then they went and got other pieces, let that piece go, came back, won another one. You know what I'm saying? Because they kept their main core together. And even if they wasn't up to the point where they was when they were in their first one, they still won one without the pieces they had in between that Curry wasn't the MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, I'm going to take it from head coach Sean McVay. I don't like the optics.
My stomach hurt.
I don't like the color red like that.
My stomach.
I hate seeing it on my screen. I don't like watching the Panthers play just because of how they look, they colors and shit.
I like consistency.
No, I feel you on that. That's cool. That's all right.
Like right now, because like I would say, it may be a little different because the NBA is like kind of old. It's like these old niggas is still up in here. Like when you look at LeBron, y'all gonna be pissed off when this nigga leave. I swear to God, they're gonna be tight. Cause they're gonna be like, yo, he really did that? All these fucking shits, cause nobody's paying attention. Y'all gonna, how long he been in? He ain't really got injured that much.
Michael Jordan coming back.
Oh, you going, please, hey LeBron, retire now. Cause you playing, he gonna scorch you, boy.
He already said a lot of people not gonna like what I have to say.
He's gonna scorch you. Just retire already.
It's already going back to the 90s. The players are literally going back to the 90s. Their style of play is going back to the 90s. The NBA is going back on NBC like the 90s. Jordan is coming back like the 90s. Can y'all not see us being written, nigga? Go lay down.
Hey.
It's okay, man.
You still got.
And you know what he said?
What up? What?
NBA all team, NBA first team, all team. Anyway, he's second all team. Mm-hmm. And he said it feels good to be 40, and I'm still all team. Wow.
Hey, look, man.
Okay, let that be your last accomplishment, because I don't think there's a time that he's ever been NBA all team. Second team? He's always damn near been first, right?
I think so, yeah.
So you're second now. So now you showing us that you're going down. My nigga, leave while you can before you look sad when you're going down.
Well, I can't really say he looked sad because he still was putting like, 25, 27 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds at 40. Like, nobody's doing that. And the only reason why I can even go back to like when I seen Jordan do that, which he was doing it in like glimpse. He wasn't doing consistently like LeBron doing it. Like I would say this.
He didn't need to.
No, he did.
No,
he didn't need to be consistent because that Washington Wizard team sucked.
He didn't need to be.
He needed to be. When I see my OG diving for the ball, that's because I remember what he used to do, and he still can do it. And I see young boys 18 coming out of high school or straight out of college and shit, and they not diving for the ball? Oh, hell no. You got Michael Jordan, literally the king of basketball, the legend himself, diving for a basketball at 40 some odd years old. But these young cats ain't doing it? The ones that was on his team? Hell no. No, we're not doing that. That's not what we're doing. And I'm not going to do that with LeBron either. We're not doing that. At 40, this motherfucker's been consistent. I don't care if you call it Pat Staten, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Motherfucker scored 25, 27 fucking points a game. Still doing 8 rebounds, 8 assists a game. He's consistent.
With a big L.
We don't care. We don't care.
Yeah,
he's
consistent.
Everybody cares about wins and losses. When we sit up here and we talk about the centers, the greatest centers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, you would say from Boston, you would say shit. What's the center name of
I have no idea.
Okay, shit. But you would say because he won like 11 championships and shit.
Oh, Bill Russell.
Yeah, you would say because he won 11 championships and shit. You know, boom, boom, boom. And you right, that was. And I ain't even gonna lie, Bill Russell was consistent at what he did. He didn't score like 20 some odd points and shit. Like he's scoring like 15, 18 points a game, grabbing 12, 14 rebounds a game. He was consistent and playing defense too. Cool. But when I look at and when I say consistent, he was consistent through his whole entire career. Shaq was consistent like I said it before, he was consistent big time in Orlando. When he got to LA, he had a 5-year stint. Because then he went downhill at the last time when he lost. And then he went to other teams. Okay, so I would say that's not being consistent when you got a Bill Russell that went here and got all the way over here.
Okay, yeah.
Was a coach player.
All right. He had dominant years.
Yeah.
He was a dynasty within himself.
You're right. And he was consistent within himself.
Right.
He knew what to do and how to move and stuff like that. That's why he was never really all-star here, you know, because there was other centers that was better than him that year. But he was consistent. And that's why, and he was in team play. That's why they won championships.
Only reason why, because he played when Duncan was playing. Because we already went through that in about season 3, okay? So, with the start bench cut. Season 3, start bench cut, we did centers, and we did Shaq, we did Tim Duncan.
Yeah, but Tim Duncan's not a center. He's a power forward. But he was a center when he was in college. He was a center when they needed him to be a center in San Antonio, but he was a power forward.
I'm going to go back to his original thing about LeBron being consistent. Yes, I'll give him that. Now, he goes back to say Bill Russell, he only had 15, 18 points. I'll give him that. But he was being consistent. No, I'll let you talk,
Okay,
sir.
all right, cool.
He had 15, 18 points a game. Maybe, I don't know. I never looked up them stats on Bill Russell. But what I can also say is that I actually was a child when basketball still wasn't making 100 points. I was a child in middle school when they got 103 points, we was like, oh, they got 103 points.
That's because there was teams that was doing it. Denver,
if you don't get 100 points, it looked crazy.
Yeah.
It looked like, nigga, how you ain't get 100 points?
Yeah,
but I remember reading newspapers like an old ass man in middle school because I got to go to school and talk shit. And the newspaper would have everything that they didn't talk about on SportsCenter that morning before I left. And guess what them boy had? Every conference, every division, football, baseball, basketball, and I even tuned into hockey, nigga. I was on all that shit. Yeah. I could have been a commentator for real. Yeah. And these niggas was going 87 to 73, 93 to 82, 99 to 97.
Yeah, that's when they was playing D.
Yeah.
And you start taking certain stuff away. Oh, I got free lane?
So 15 to 18 points back then, it might be 25 now.
Yeah.
Because
that's why they turn around and say the players from back then could play now because the stuff they had implemented, they took them away. They don't put, you know how when you got you put the bar in front so the kids don't go past a certain room or go down the steps and shit.
Or the bars come up on the bowling lane so the churn, when it bowl, right, it can just bounce back and forth. No, teach them how they got to lose so they get better.
Yeah, and that's what they did. They took these shits off.
Put the kiddie things on.
Let's see what you could do. Well, I played with these guidelines over here. You ain't got none no more? Either I'm going to fly or die. And most of the motherfuckers back then, they probably would fly. Reggie Miller would fly.
Flew.
He said flew. Jordan definitely flying.
Yeah.
Look, even Scottie Pippen. We seen Scottie Pippen for 2 years hold that Chicago Bulls team down, went to the playoffs and stuff. Just imagine if he had another Scottie Pippen on that damn team. He would have
They would
flew
have
too.
never missed a beat.
He would have flew.
Okay, I got a question for you.
What's up?
If who would you team Scottie Pippen up with today's player?
Today?
Yeah. Or what team would you put him on? And say that they will get a ring.
I put him in Cleveland.
I actually like that.
That's a young ass team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put him in Cleveland.
That's cheating. They was a #1 seed.
It don't even matter.
I get it.
You asked me what team.
But they had Donovan Mitchell.
They didn't do nothing right now. They got bumped.
Yeah, they got
If I put Scottie Pippen on you, what you think?
They got bumped like some freebase.
Hey. Yeah, Scottie Pippen, yeah.
On another episode of Sports Corner, we enjoy talking about these topics with y'all. Please give us some
insight or your comment, your feedback on whether you think that players from old could still play and do and strive in the modern football.
basketball.
Basketball. We've been talking back and forth.
Yeah.
And if the modern players or what modern players can play back in the day basketball, and I'm talking about like the Dominique Wilkins era type stuff like that. Allen Iverson even. God damn it. So yeah. Comment, like, subscribe,
Share.
holla back.
Doses.
Peace.